Hello beautiful souls, my name is Sanja and today we're going to be talking about what's the difference between being naive and being kind. I've heard so many people saying I've been kind and I'm not going to do this anymore because people are just exploiting me and taking advantage of me, and I'm not going to be naive anymore, so I'm not going to be kind. Well, being kind and being naive are two different things. For one, when you're being kind, you're doing it without not just expecting anything in return, but you're doing it so you don't get anything in return. For instance, let's say you're at the cash register and the person in front of you can't buy one can of sardines, let's say, because they saw it was another price, but it was for a different type. So they say, I'm not going to buy it, I don't have the money for that. And you, in the end, obviously you ask them if it's okay for you to buy it for them. You're being kind. You're not expecting them to pay you back. You're being kind because everyone should be able to eat. No one should be, obviously, I mean, that's the reality today, that not everyone can eat. But that's what I mean. When you're being kind, you're not doing it from some other reasons. Oh, that person is going to pay me back one day. No, because that's calculated and that's not being kind. That's almost like you saying, oh, I'm gonna do a favor and maybe I'll get that favor back in return. That's calculated, that's not being kind. Now, being naive. You're being naive if you don't set boundaries, or if you set boundaries and don't respect them. So you have this thing called intuition, and some people say, well, I didn't know they were going to take advantage of me, or I thought things would be different. If a person shows you once who they are, believe them. If a person tells you who they are, whether by their words or their actions, behavior, how they are towards you, believe them. They know themselves the best. Yes, we can see who they can be and we can see the best version of themselves. But if you see someone who's taken advantage of you, why don't you just stop? Stop being taken advantage of, which does not mean stop being kind altogether. Like I said, there are two different things. Being kind is not doing things without getting anything in return. You know you're not going to get anything in return, but that's not, you don't feel bad about it. Some people say, no, I don't expect that to be paid back. That's not being kind. When you give, when you're being kind, you feel amazing. You feel a little bit more fulfilled inside. I can't explain that, what it feels like. When you're genuinely being kind, you don't do it so you can get a favor back. You don't do it so someone can bookmark you. You do it because we should all be kind to one another, and because this world would be an amazing place, and because it's who we are. We're all in this together. We should be kind to one another. People are not being kind when they're unhappy with themselves, when they don't know who they are. Not all of the people that are unhappy, but a happy person is not going to be an unkind. However, a happy person also knows when to say no. A happy person has their boundaries set, and a happy person will know that they should also do what's best for themselves and their happiness in order to achieve more and do more good for others. The happier you are, the better you feel, the higher your vibration is, the more abundant you are, the more people you can help. And sometimes, in order to help people that deserve it, let's say deserve it, the people that are not going to exploit you, the people that are not going to take advantage of you, you need to say no to those people that are. And they are going to be moaning, and they're going to be complaining, and they're going to be saying you've changed, and they're going to be angry at you probably. Expect everything, expect block, expect shutdown, expect how can you do that, especially if this is a family thing. How can you do that to your sister, to your mother, to your brother, to your father, to your grandpa, to your whomever? But if you know someone is taking advantage of you, and that's why some people call themselves, I was being naive. I think that most of people that are being naive knew, but they weren't listening to their inner guidance. They weren't listening to their intuition. They were trying to convince themselves, well, maybe it's gonna be different. Well, maybe this time it'll be different. Maybe they've changed, or maybe by me doing this person will see how I'm doing it, so maybe they'll doing it the same. No, they're on different vibrational levels. And if they come up on your vibrational level one day, great, but don't expect it. Don't expect it. Set boundaries. This is my boundaries, that's it. And once you have that intuition one day maybe ringing, the more you use it, the better you know how to listen to it, and you'll be in tune with it. Then when the next person comes, when maybe you don't know what to expect from that person, you'll know, okay, this is my intuition telling me this. I'll listen to it this time. I've had in the past so many times where I had my intuition telling me, don't do that. But I kept saying, no, this isn't right. I should give them a chance. I should give them another chance. Well, maybe next time things will be different, with so many different people. And it took me banging my head against the wall far too many times, meeting the same people in different bodies far too many times in order to learn my lesson. So the conclusion, be kind, don't be naive. Be kind. Give what you can give. Even just a smile is kindness. Even just saying someone hello with a smile is kindness. Even having a conversation with someone that you think that, everyone needs a conversation. We're social human beings. And when we're not social, that's also sometimes why we're not feeling as happy. We should communicate with one another. Not with every maybe single human on this earth, but we certainly do align with loads of them. And the higher the vibration your goes, the more you'll be aligned with happier and happier people that are also kind, and then you can spread that kindness all together. So again, be kind. That means when you feel that joy from here, and when you feel that warmth, that's amazing. If you're giving and you don't feel very well, that's calculated, that's doing favors, that's not being kind. Being kind does not mean expecting something in return, but like I said, not in that bad way, in a good way. I'm really hoping this helps. Love you guys, see you next time. Bye.